Something absolutely insane happened this weekend league. I mean, absolutely mental. The craziest of crazy things. I'm back on my no money spent account on the RTG with 15 games of the weekend league staring me in the face. The team is exactly the same. Informed Sonaldo, Adama, Makalele, Petit. The only difference is in the back line we have Bowie or Bowie, however you say his name, and now we have a Thuram. Now, if you guys don't know how to get this Thuram, let me quickly explain. In the FC season pass thing, you know, the objectives, if you go and look at that when you get to a certain level, a certain XP, you are going to unlock him for 4 games. All right, so I didn't really care too much about this card. Like I said, I put him at the center back position. There's some games where I play him at the right back position because truly I was having a good time with Saliba and VVD. Real quick, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Double A Nice Skills. Welcome back to the Road to Foot Champions RTG edition, where we are back trying to go 15-0 for the first time ever on the road to glory this season in FC 25. So, as I was saying, we put Thuram in, and he's nothing special. I mean, he's a great card, don't get it twisted. But to me, I already had Saliba and VVD. I just unlocked this Bowie or Bowie card, however you say his name, at right back. So I wasn't really too fussed about getting Thuram into the starting 11. Now, I was watching one of my homies play Weekend League, and I saw him continuously getting matched up against Thuram. By the way, we win our first game 5-0. And when he got matched up against Thuram at center back, he had a very hard time getting by him. So I thought to myself, you know what, maybe I'll throw Thuram in there at center back and see what happens. In the first game, we obviously didn't suffer a goal. But at the same time, I don't really like adjusting my team too much going into the weekend league or during the weekend league, simply because, we practiced all week in a certain thing, right? Now, the one thing I do gotta say is all the homies started hitting me up, right? The same homie who told me about Alja Goat, and I told you guys about Alja Goat, and we discovered that Alja Goat is a GOAT in FC 25. His finesse shot is one of the best in the games. His goal finishing is one of the best in the games. As a number 9, he is one of the best in the game, and you guys know that. And he's one of the cheap best in the game, right? So he told me about this card, and I said, damn. I mean, and when I was told about the card, I was told in a way where Vinicius Jr., Mbappe's, you know what I mean? Those type of cards. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, that good, moving like Neymar. And I'm like, what? This don't make a lot of sense. So anyways, I keep playing my games and I'm not really thinking about it. First thing I want to talk to you guys about is the new patch, where the new patch has changed a few things. I don't want to say the gameplay's too crazy, but player locking is kind of mudded now. They kind of messed up player locking. It is kind of mudded, but at the same time, I didn't use player locking crazy amounts, so I didn't get affected too much. But I don't know. I don't know if the patch is better, worse. I'll tell you the one thing that's really annoying. Having to have crossplay off. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but we haven't talked about this for a long time, and I think it's something that we should discuss. By the way, after 2 games of the weekend league, I want you guys to know that we've put up pretty much 11 goals and we've suffered nothing, which is pretty wild. But we should talk about this because crossplay is affecting everything. And do I think that it would be a better experience in weekend league with crossplay open? The answer is absolutely yes. Absolutely 1,000,000% yes. You might think no, but the truth is having crossplay on would change everything. Real quick, it was time for the massive upgrade. This is, my friends, the best card EA has ever released. I can confirm it, and you guys are about to see it. Malen, or the boy Jack Grealish. You get to pick which one you want. All the homies told me, Skills, whatever you do, take Malen. Malen is the cheap Mbappe. This guy moves like Neymar. He speed boosts like Mbappe. He's like the closest thing you're gonna have to Mbappe on a road to glory. And I said, damn. So I snatched him up. But I didn't just snatch him up. I had to play 15 games of Rush. I had to do some squad battle things. I had to do some My Player career modes. I had to do manager career modes to get my XP because my XP was so far away from whatever level he is. I spent the whole day pretty much grinding XP. And finally, I unlock him. And it's funny because in the first game, I'm down 2-0. But let's quickly go back to a quick discussion real quick as Malen gets his debut goal to get us back into the game, baby. Does crossplay matter? And the truth is this, yes. When you're on a 5-game win streak, 6-game win streak, 7-game win streak, your elo's high. And the amount of players you could play, the pool of players gets smaller. But when your crossplay's on, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, everyone can play each other. You might get a 6-0 player, 7-0 player in your region, close to you, really close to you. So now the gameplay's not gonna feel as heavy. When you're on a good run streak and you can't match certain people, the pool goes smaller. When you turn off crossplay and you're only locked to one console and you're at a high elo, the pool goes even smaller. So the pool's already small from just the elo-based game matchmaking, but then when you have to turn off crossplay, it goes even smaller. So now you can match somebody that's very far away from you and kind of like on a different server. Like in the US, you got the East Coast server, the Central server, and the West Coast server. And I was watching my homie play the weekend league, and he was one game away from going 15-0, and he was matching other pro players in New York, right? He was one of his good friends, and my homie's down in like Texas. So Texas is matching New York. That's really far away. In Europe terms, that's different countries. You know, that's a 5-6 hour, that's like a 4-hour flight, 5-hour flight, right? So that's or 3-4 hour flight. That's going to a different country pretty much. So what I'm trying to explain is, you know, if you're winning a lot and you have crossplay open, you might match somebody that's, yeah, obviously high elo, but in your region, close to you, a couple hours away from you, not far. So the gameplay is gonna feel better. So I don't know how EA hasn't fixed this to where we can have crossplay on. If you guys don't know why we have crossplay off, PC right now has a lot of hackers. And because they have a lot of hackers, we can't have crossplay on because you're gonna get a disconnect, or they can do something where your controller doesn't work properly. You try to sprint and your players won't sprint. There's a lot of hacks on PC. And what's blowing my mind is why EA just doesn't turn off crossplay to PC. PC users, I love you guys, but unfortunately the problem's on your console, on your PC. So I truly think that EA should just take PC out of crossplay and allow PlayStation, Xbox players to play each other for now. And once they figure out how to get rid of the hacks, reopen up crossplay to PC. But the company hasn't done it yet. And that's my one thing I have with EA right now. I'm like, yo, you're making the whole entire weekend league a worser experience for all of us. For you, for me, no matter what elo you're in. Because even if you're in an elo, lads, let's say you have 5 wins and you have 4 losses. The problem is, again, when you have crossplay off, you might have to match somebody else that's far away from you to match your elo, your win elo. So that's a problem. And EA hasn't decided to change that yet, which is making all of our connections worse because we have to play opponents further from us. So you're getting higher MS games, you're getting this. By the way, I'm on like 4, 5, 6 MS. The problem is, I could tell you something right now. Sometimes I play a 40 MS game and it feels better than 4 MS. I can't explain it to you. I don't know if it's a visual glitch. All my homies in the US say the same thing. I don't know about y'all in Europe, but sometimes you have a low MS game and it still feels terrible, and you have a high MS game and it feels better than a low MS game. It's just the way, I don't know, I guess it's just the servers. But with all that being said, I really do wish that EA would fix this, because I want to be able to have the weekend league, you know, if crossplay is a thing, then it should be a thing. And we should be able to play opponents that are closer to us. That's the whole reason crossplay became a thing, is so, you know, you have more opponents in your area, in your region. And now all of a sudden we can't have it on. Going back to speak about this Malen card, because you guys are witnessing it in front of you. His first game for me, he scored 5 goals and got 2 assists. This is the highlight of his movement. You'll see that, man. The way he like dribbles out, dribbles in, speed boost into space, far post goal. It looks like Mbappe. It looks like a poor man road to glory Mbappe. And for me, it just feels phenomenal to have him. It feels absolutely on top of, like, I just feel so happy having him. Now, the one thing that kind of sucked is Adama is great. Now, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, when Sonaldo leaves, I'll probably just run Malen and Adama, but is Malen better than Adama? Yes, by a long shot. Malen is him, lads. Malen is the best free card that EA's ever released, outside of, like, you know, those icon swaps in old FIFAs. Those you could get like Vieiras and stuff. That don't count with the icon swaps. But when it comes base, like a free card for just getting a little bit of XP or XP for the season, this is crazy. This is the craziest card. So we're gonna pick up another win and take us to 5-0 as we are cruising in the weekend league at the moment, and it feels absolutely amazing. Few things I do want to show you guys really quickly. The first thing, I made VVD purple. VVD is officially purple. I decided to make him purple. I realized that you can only make a gold card purple. He was untradeable already, so I thought to myself, you know what? I'm probably never gonna get gold Mbappe, you know, untradeable. I'll probably have to buy him if we ever get him. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make him purple. So I made him purple, very happy with that. Also made Alexia Porteles get the kind of, you know, the promo looking card. I think that background looks really, really nice as well. And this is what the team looks like right now. It's pretty nice. Now, like I told you, I keep going back and forth between Saliba and Thuram, and I kind of make a decision. And based off the last 2 games you've watched, giving up that many goals, I really think that Saliba's probably the best answer because we just giving up way too many goals when Thuram is in the starting 11, if I'm being 100% honest with you. So I'll probably just use Thuram off the bench. But everything about this team right now, lads, is really, it just makes me happy at the moment. I'm having a really good time with the team. I'm having a blast. Am I going to go 15-0? Probably not. I'll probably choke it somewhere. But at the end of the day, I am having a real good time with it. Now, this Ronaldo's been amazing to play with. His price has dropped a lot to 600K. By the way, I think I bought him in the 9s. I did, 920. He's now in the 6s. Mental, the loss of coins here. Should have sold him earlier, didn't sell him. But once I do sell him, he'll probably go to Adama. And this will be our starting 11, Adama and Malen, and then get our coins back for Ronaldo and go from there. Price of Petit and Makelele probably dropped as well, too, now at this point, because... well, Petit's kind of holding strong a little bit, kind of dropped a little bit. Makelele probably, but guys, there's a 90 icon pack out now, and you guys are probably wondering, Skills, are you gonna do the icon pack? I'm gonna make my decision on the icon pack once I see what I get from the weekend league, right? If I 15-0, get some crazy fodder, then maybe. I have 2 packs here I want to open up with you guys real quick. I'm going to finish my weekend league tonight. No, 1 pack, I'm sorry. 78 by 2. Now, the one thing I did want to discuss with you guys really quickly, gold card right here. It looks like it's going to be left mid. That is, that's not a good card. One thing I want to discuss with you guys really quick, probably should have saved that for the Thunderstruck, but it is what it is. Thunderstruck's gonna be a crazy promo. You guys can see my FC points are gone. You're probably wondering, like, Skills, why is your FC points gone? So we got 4,500 FC points from the Ultimate Edition. I've used them pretty much all on drafts. What I did, lads, is I came here to the promo and I took, I think it was like 300 FC points. Well, I don't know. You guys will know the price of the pack. But I bought the pack that gives you the 1,000 FC, like the I can't even talk right now, bro. The objectives, right? Because now I'm very close. I'll go to objectives real quick to show you guys. I had to, guys. I was so far behind, I guess, because I was missing on playing the Rush, because I hasn't really been playing Rush. I was so far behind from, like, I was somewhere down here, lads. Like, I was before Thuram. I was back here somewhere. And I started doing manager mode, my players, a little bit of Rush for this week. I started doing all that, and I still was a little bit short. I had to buy that pack for the 1,000 points. And finally, I got to Malen. And I'm literally, I can claim this now. I got a 75 by 10, but I want to save this for the next promo that's coming. I think this will be a really good pack to open up when Thunderstruck's out. I maybe should have done that with the other pack as well, but I want to hold this and use this on Thunderstruck because Thunderstruck has a lot of promos. So I don't know if you guys are going to hold a couple packs, but this pack, I definitely think I'm going to hold for the promo. My rewards, I'll go ahead and open, but if you guys have not used Malen yet, man, you guys need to. I want to take you over here real quick to show you guys the stats on this card because the stats just really aren't fair, man. Look at these stats really quickly, man. 4 games played for him, 8 goals, 2 assists. He's doubling up on amount of goals goals for games. He's 2 for 1 pretty much. He has assists as well. He is just a remarkable all-around player. And the crazy thing about it is I think he would actually be better in a right mid position or a left mid position. So for all of my like 4-4-2 users, if you guys run 4-4-2, this might be the best right mid that you'll pick up in a long time. I use him as an advanced forward in the striker position. But I tell you what, lads, y'all might be able to cook with him in a 4-4-2. I don't play 4-4-2, but if I did, trust me, man, this will be my right mid as an inside forward. Absolutely would just dominate and cook with this card, man. If you guys haven't picked him already, make sure you pick him. Do not take Jack. And if you picked him and haven't tried him, lads, get this guy into your starting 11. Get this guy into your starting 11 and watch what he's gonna do for you because he's gonna absolutely transform your team and score crazy goals for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it, lads. I am having an absolute blast this weekend league. Hopefully I can get at least rank 2. Rank 1 would be amazing. Really wish I could get my boy Courtois back into the starting 11, but I need a Korean manager. We need Bundesliga. So unfortunately, I should play Courtois on 2 and just say YOLO, but that's probably not a good thing to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I love you guys very much. Hopefully I can finish off the weekend league tonight very strong. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Booyah. We out of here, baby.